An air force is a crucial part of any army. Air superiority provides cover and safety for the troops on the ground. More importantly, fighter jets are a must for every country that wants to keep their airspace sovereign and secure their positions as a prominent military force in the world. Currently, fifth-generation jet fighters are the most advanced fighter jets. The Russian Sukhoi Su-57, Chinese Chengdu J20, and the American military aircraft builder Lockheed Martin, defines fifth-generation fighters, having these characteristics. The Phil Weapons analyzes the top 10 best fighter aircraft in the world, based on aircraft specifications, technology, armament fit and performance. This is the first time you visit my channel. Please click subscribe to notify you of my latest videos and don't leave a comment below. Number 10. F-16 Fighting Falcon is a single-engine supersonic fighter aircraft originally developed by General Dynamics for the United States Air Force. Designed as an air superiority day fighter, it evolved into a successful all-weather multi-role aircraft. Over 4,600 aircraft have been built since production was approved in 1976. Armament: 6 AIM-9 Sidewinder, heat-seeking, short-range air-to-air missiles. AIM-7, Sparrow medium-range AAM. And a wide variety of air-to-ground missiles, rockets or bombs. 20 mm M61A1 Vulcan cannon, for close-range aerial combat. Number 9. The Sukhoi Su-35, NATO reporting name, Flanker E. They are single-seat, twin-engine, supermaneuverable aircraft, designed by the Sukhoi Design Bureau and built by the Komsomolska on Amur aircraft plant. The Su-35 is a multi-role supermaneuverable fighter, is designed to gain air superiority, and destroy air, ground and surface targets at considerable distances from home bases, in an intense enemy ECM and counter-fire environment, in any weather, day or night. The Su-35 is capable of effectively accomplishing the following missions: protection the country's airspace through long patrols at considerable distances from the home base, repelling enemy air attacks and protection of installations from air attacks, striking against air, ground, air defense and sea targets, vital government and military administration, logistics and communications facilities, as well as battlefield air interdiction and aerial reconnaissance. The armament system includes air-to-air missiles, air-to-ground missiles, guided bombs, aviation bombs, caliber 100, 250, 500 kilograms, unguided rockets, S-8, S-13, as well as an internal 30 mm gun. Effective engagement of air, ground and surface targets is achieved through the use of the modern radar, optical locating station and helmet targeting system, high target approach accuracy, employment of guided weapons with active and passive radar, laser and TV guidance systems. Number 8. The McDonnell Douglas F-15 Eagle is an American twin-engine, all-weather tactical fighter aircraft designed by McDonnell Douglas, now part of Boeing. F-15 Eagle first flew, in July 1972 and entered service in 1976. It is among the most successful modern fighters, with over 100 victories, and no losses in aerial combat, with the majority of the kills by the Israeli Air Force. The Eagle has been exported to Israel, Japan, and Saudi Arabia. The F-15 was originally envisioned as a pure air superiority aircraft. The aircraft design proved flexible enough that an all-weather strike derivative, the F-15E Strike Eagle, an improved and enhanced version which was later developed, entered service in 1989 and has been exported to several nations. As of 2017, the aircraft is being produced in different variants. A variety of air-to-air weaponry can be carried by the F-15. An automated weapon system enables the pilot to release weapons effectively and safely, using the head-up display and the avionics and weapons control located on the engine throttles or control stick. When the pilot changes from one weapon system to another, visual guidance for the selected weapon automatically appears on the head-up display. The Eagle can be armed with combinations of 4 different air-to-air weapons: AIM-7F, M Sparrow, missiles or AIM-120 AMRAAM, advanced medium-range, air-to-air missiles, on its lower fuselage corners, AIM-9L, M Sidewinder or AIM-120 AMRAAM, missiles on 2 pylons under the wings, and an internal 20 mm, M61 Vulcan Gatling gun in the right wing root. Number 7. The Eurofighter Typhoon is a twin-engine, canard delta wing, multi-role fighter, designed to be a supremely effective dogfighter in combat, and is manufactured by a consortium of Airbus, Base Systems and Leonardo. The Typhoon entered operational service in 2003, and is now in service with the air forces of Austria, Italy, Germany, the United Kingdom, Spain, Saudi Arabia and Oman. Kuwait and Qatar have also ordered the aircraft, bringing the procurement total to 623 aircraft as of 2019. The Eurofighter Typhoon is a highly agile aircraft, designed to be a supremely effective dogfighter in combat. Armaments, short-range air-to-air missiles, and the 27mm Mauser cannon, the Eurofighter Typhoon carries the latest beyond visual range (BVR) air-to-air missile technology, such as the Meteor Advanced Long-Range Missile. This will provide the largest no-escape zone of any air-to-air weapon, resulting in a long standoff range and high probability of interception, to ensure air superiority and pilot survivability. Guidance is provided by an active radar seeker with mid-course updates via data link. The Laser Designator Pod (LDP) enables the precise location of targets and guidance of air-to-surface weapons. Eurofighter Typhoon has also been upgraded with Paveway IV and Brimstone to provide high levels of operational flexibility. The combat-proven dual-mode guidance system, coupled with the height of burst and penetrating capability, enables the decision of target engagement to be made right up to the point of release. Storm Shadow, Taurus, small-diameter bombs, and anti-shipping missiles are just some of the upgrades planned.
Number 6.
The Chengdu J20, also known as Mighty Dragon, is a single-seat, twin-jet, all-weather, stealth fifth-generation fighter aircraft developed by China's Chengdu Aerospace Corporation for the People's Liberation Army Air Force. The J20 is designed as an air superiority fighter. The aircraft was introduced into service in March 2017 and began its combat training phase in September 2017. The first J-20 combat unit was formed in February 2018. The J-20 is the world's third operational fifth-generation stealth fighter aircraft after the F-22 and F-35. The J-20 has a long and wide fuselage, with a chiseled nose section and a frameless canopy. The main weapon bay is capable of housing both short and long-range air-to-air missiles, while the two smaller lateral weapon bays behind the air inlets are intended for short-range AAM. These side bays allow closure of the bay doors prior to firing the missile, thus allowing the missile to be fired in the shortest time possible as well as enhancing stealth. The J-20 is reported to lack an internal autocannon or rotary cannon, suggesting the aircraft is not intended to be used in short-range dogfight engagements with other aircraft, but engage them with from long standoff ranges with missiles such as the Place 15 and Place 21. Number 5. The Dassault Rafale is a French twin-engine, canard delta wing, multi-role fighter aircraft designed and built by Dassault Aviation. Equipped with a wide range of weapons, the Rafale is intended to perform air supremacy, interdiction, aerial reconnaissance, ground support, in-depth strike, anti-ship strike and nuclear deterrence missions. Introduced in 2001, the Rafale is being produced for both the French Air Force and for carrier-based operations in the French Navy. The Rafale has been marketed for export to several countries, and was selected for purchase by the Indian Air Force, the Egyptian Air Force, and the Qatar Air Force. The Rafale has been used in combat over Afghanistan, Libya, Mali, Iraq and Syria. Initial deliveries of the Rafale M were to the F-1 standard. These had been equipped for the air-to-air interceptor combat duties, but lacked any armament for air-to-ground operations. Later deliveries were to the F-2 standard, which added the capability for conducting both air-to-ground and reconnaissance operations. The first F-2 standard Rafale M was delivered to the French Navy in May 2006. Starting in 2008 onwards, Rafale deliveries have been to the nuclear-capable F-3 standard, and it has been reported that all aircraft built to the earlier F-1 and F-2 standards are to be upgraded to become F-3s. F-3 standard Rafales are capable of undertaking many different mission roles with a range of equipment, namely air defense, superiority missions with Mica IR and M air-to-air missiles, and precision ground attacks typically using cruise missiles and AASM Hammer air-to-surface missiles. In 2010, France ordered 200 MBDA Meteor beyond visual range missiles, which will greatly increase the distance at which the Rafale can engage aerial targets when the missile enters service. The F-4 standard program was launched on 20 March 2017 by the French Ministry of Defense. For compatibility with armaments of varying types and origins, the Rafale's onboard store management system is compliant with MIL STD 1760, an electrical interface between an aircraft and its carriage stores, thereby simplifying the incorporation of many of their existing weapons and equipment. Number 4. The Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II is an American family of single-seat, single-engine, all-weather stealth multirole combat aircraft. It is intended to perform both air superiority and strike missions while also providing electronic warfare and intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance capabilities. Lockheed Martin is the prime F-35 contractor, with principal partners Northrop Grumman and BAE Systems. The aircraft has three main variants, the conventional takeoff and landing F-35A, the short takeoff and vertical landing F-35B, and the carrier-based F-35C. The U.S. plans to buy 2,456 F-35s through 2044, which will represent the bulk of the crewed tactical airpower of the U.S. Air Force, Navy, and Marine Corps for several decades. F-35 can carry air-to-air missile, air-to-surface missile, joint attack munition, paveway joint standoff weapon munition, and cluster munition. The station can carry a small munition bomb, like GBU-39 small diameter bomb, GBU-53B and Spear-3 anti-tank missile. The inboard station can carry the AIM-120 AMRAAM. Two compartments behind the weapons bays contain flares, chaff, and tow decoys. Number 3. The Sukhoi Su-37, nicknamed Terminator, was a single-seat twin-engine aircraft designed by the Sukhoi Design Bureau that served as a technology demonstrator. The aircraft made its maiden flight in April 1996. Throughout the flight test program, the Su-37 demonstrated its supermaneuverability at air shows, performing maneuvers such as a 360-degree somersault. The aircraft crashed in December 2002 due to structural failure. The Su-37 did not enter production, despite a report in 1998 which claimed that Sukhoi had built a second Su-37 using the 12th Su-27M airframe. General characteristics of Su-37 Terminator: crew, 1, length 21.935 meters, wingspan 14.698 meters, height 5.932 meters, wing area 62 square meters, empty weight 18,500 kilograms. Max takeoff weight 34,000 kilograms. Powerplant 2 times Saturn AL-37FU afterburning turbofan engines 83 kilonewtons, thrust each with axisymmetrical, thrust vectoring nozzles dry 142 kilonewtons with afterburner. Performance maximum speed 2,500 km per hour at high altitude, 1,400 km per hour at sea level range, 3,300 km at high altitude, 1,390 km at sea level. Service ceiling 18,000 meter G limits +9, rate of climb 230 meter per second. Armament: guns 30 mm GSH-30-1 internal cannon with 150 rounds, hardpoints 12 hardpoints, consisting of 2 wingtip rails, and 10 wing and fuselage stations with a capacity of 8,000 kilograms of ordnance. Number 2. The Sukhoi Su-57, SA Stealth, single-seat, twin-engine multirole fifth-generation jet fighter being developed since 2002 for air superiority and attack operations. The aircraft is the product of the PAK-FA, Perspektivny Aviatsiony Kompleks Frontovoy Aviacji, a fifth-generation fighter program of the Russian Air Force. Sukhoi's internal name for the aircraft is T-50. The Su-57 is planned to be the first aircraft, in Russian military service to use stealth technology. Its maiden flight took place on 29 January 2010, and the first production aircraft are planned to be delivered in 2020. The fighter is designed to have supercruise, supermaneuverability, stealth, and advanced avionics to overcome the prior generation fighter aircraft as well as ground and naval defenses. The Su-57 is intended to succeed the MiG-29 and Su-27 in the Russian Air Force. Armament: Su-57 is presumed to support existing and in development, air-to-air, and air-to-surface ordnance. Standard armament will be 1 or 2 30mm GSH-301 series cannons. 6 internal hardpoints will be available as well as up to 6 external hardpoints. The internal hardpoints will be set across the 2 internal weapons bays found under the fuselage. There has been confirmed support for the Kh-35E, anti-ship missile, the R-77 RVVMD, air-to-surface missile, the Kh-58 USHKE anti-radiation missile and the Kh-38Me, air-to-surface missile. Of course these are in-service missiles that will greet the Su-57 during its early operational years. It is expected that specially developed munitions will come online into the next decade exclusively for use in the Su-57 family. Number 1 on the lists. The Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor is a single-seat, twin-engine, all-weather stealth tactical fighter aircraft developed for the United States Air Force. The result of the USAF's Advanced Tactical Fighter (ATF) program, the aircraft was designed primarily as an air superiority fighter, but also has ground attack, electronic warfare, and signal intelligence capabilities. The prime contractor, Lockheed Martin, built most of the F-22's airframe and weapons systems and conducted final assembly, while Boeing provided the wings, aft fuselage, avionics integration, and training systems. F-22 weapons. A variant of the M61A2 Vulcan cannon is installed internally above the right air intake. The General Dynamics linkless ammunition handling system holds 480 rounds of 20mm ammunition and feeds the gun at a rate of 100 rounds a second. The F-22 has 4 hardpoints on the wings, each rated to carry 2,270 kilograms, which can carry AIM-120A AMRAAM or external fuel tanks. The Raptor has 3 internal weapon bays. The main weapons bay can carry 6 AMRAAM AIM-120C missiles or 2 AMRAAM and 2 1,000 pounds GBU-32 Joint Direct Attack Munition JDAM. The bay is fitted with the Edo Corp. LAU-142, a Avil AMRAAM vertical ejection launcher which is a pneumatic ejection system controlled by the Stores Management System. Raytheon AMRAAM air-to-air missile is an all-weather short to medium-range radar-guided fire-and-forget missile, with a range of 50 nanometers. The side bays can each be loaded with one Lockheed Martin, Raytheon AIM-9M or AIM-9X Sidewinder all-aspect short-range air-to-air missile. The GPS-guided, Boeing Small Diameter Bomb SDB, was integrated on the F-A-22 in February 2007. 8 SDBs can be carried with 2 AMRAAM missiles.